And then here we had the initial rally. We had a consolidation point. Then we had that boom up to around 72, 73 cents. We had the consolidation point, and then we went sideways for a few months. Now, if you look at this area here on a micro level, it's identical. It's almost literally like a mirror image. We can talk about like retracement. I'm going to try and keep this as simple as possible. But if you're looking at the charts here, we see a pattern here. This has happened 2 times. Welcome back, YouTube. So a couple of days ago, I made the announcement stating that I can make a case for Dogecoin going over to $1. So I typically don't like making like these prediction videos, but when I see catalysts or when I see like a strong indicator in a chart, or when I start seeing patterns, I do believe there's something that we should pay attention to. Because yes, I believe that the majority of the investors in Dogecoin are retailers, but I do believe that the institutions kind of I know they play a bigger part in this. And they also, whales also play their part as far as when they're dumping or the manipulation of the coin. That plays a big factor as well. But when I start to see identical trends that are played out like 1, 2, 3 times, it makes me more likely to place a bet as far as for what the future entails when I see the same chart pattern several times over. Typically, this lets me know that there's some algorithmic trading on there, or as far as for whether it's like the psychological behavior of the retailers or not. In any case, I wanted to share this with you because this would indicate Dogecoin increasing its overall market cap and definitely over that dollar range. I still believe that we'll have a sell-off around like that 90 cents range just out of fear, because after getting to $1, we think that a lot of people psychologically will believe that there are a lot of people are going to sell off. So I do believe that we'll have a pullback around that range. But based off of the charts here, it looks like we can expect a rally relatively soon. So I'm going to use Robinhood because I know this is an easier chart for people to understand. A lot of people are familiar with it. So I'm going to share my screen here. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to expand it. Okay. So when we look here, I want to show you some of the patterns that we see here, and tell me if you see anything familiar that looks really just almost identical really. So this was around like March or April. We had the initial rally, we had a consolidation point, and we had a big boom. And then we went sideways for a few months. And then here we had the initial rally, we had a consolidation point, then we had that boom up to around 72, 73 cents. We had the consolidation point, and then we went sideways for a few months. Now, if you look at this area here on a micro level, it's identical. It's almost literally like a mirror image. We can talk about like retracement. I'm going to try and keep this as simple as possible. But if you're looking at the charts here, we see a pattern here. This has happened 2 times. Somewhat, you can see it kind of like, because here we have like the initial consolidation from like 2015. Then we have the initial boom. I believe this was around like the time the TikTok trend had started. But since the retailers have come in, we've seen this play out in an identical pattern twice. So we're in that area now when it comes to the consolidation, because technically what's happening is even if you're investing in stocks, you want your stock to either go up or sideways. Like those are the best scenarios that you can have a stock. And if you're bullish on a stock, you want upward movement or sideways. So we've seen this the first time. We had that sideways movement. And we've literally look at this. It's almost identical. Like everything. It's like a mirror. Like it's just getting like it's. I don't want to, because I know that I'll probably make a part 2 of this and go over like retracement and stuff like that. But just for this video, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible and say that I'm willing, because I don't like making videos like this, but because we've seen it play out 2 times, I feel comfortable saying that we can expect a bull run relatively soon. And this bull run, based off of looking at the charts and the explosions here, and we have like a, what is it, like a 30x turn, a 30x return last time. This should be enough to put us over that 130 billion market cap. And I mentioned this yesterday when people were asking me, why do I think Ethereum can go over $10,000? And if you look at the overall market cap of the crypto market, and the market is booming in general, right? So Ethereum and Bitcoin make up over 50% of the total 2.1 trillion that exists in the market. So when we have the market that is expanding as fast as it is, those two, for the most part, are going to, as far as their percentage of return, they're going to be out of reach for most people. Now, are those like some of the safest investments just because of the branding and the institutions holding them up? And yeah, sure, absolutely. I'm not going to say Ethereum or Bitcoin are going to go anywhere, but when it comes to the actual percentage of return, retailers primarily are going to seek other investments, because I do believe we'll see 6-figure Bitcoin. I do believe we'll see 5-figure Ethereum. But as far as for the timing of that, because I know timing and discipline, patience, and all that plays a big part in where retailers particularly put their money, because most of us are looking for short-term gains. When you look at a coin that's $60,000 and say, what do I have to do to get 100% return? And you have to say, it has to be $120,000 a coin for me to get 100% return. And then you say, okay, what are some lower cap stocks that I can actually get in and get more of and possibly make more money because I don't have the $60,000 or I don't have the amount of money as far as to get in there? Well, how can I expand my money quickly? Because we don't know how long it's going to take for Bitcoin's market cap to actually double, because overall, because of the price of it, that's going to take a lot of cash, a hell of a lot more than what it would take for Dogecoin. So when you factor that in and the overall market expansion, people are going to be looking for other alternatives. And yes, people are going to, some of the newer coins, like right now it's hot, but when we have the consolidation of the crypto market in general, people are going to look for coins that have been around more and more stable. And I think Dogecoin is going to be a part of that, especially now when we have these kinds of trends that are developing. So when you have a coin that's 27, 26 cents and say, okay, what's it going to take for it to double? And you say, okay, well, if it goes to, 50 cents, 55 cents, I made 100% return of my money. Oh, look, it's already been above that. So I know it's fully capable of doing this. This is not something that's out of reach. So maybe, just maybe, this coin is oversold. Maybe I can get this return here. So this is, I believe, is going to be a lot of the catalyst as far as for pushing this coin forward. And I'm really curious to see if this trend is going to play out for a third time. But looking at these numbers and looking at this chart and how identical these patterns are, I feel very, very, very comfortable saying that the next boom is going to take it over $1. So I'll probably make a part 2 of this and go a little deeper into the charts. But I just wanted to put this out there because I said I would. Hopefully, this should be in a place as far as where everyone can grasp it, no matter what level you're on. But I think that this provides a very good case if you're looking at trends and doing some light technical analysis. So hope you found value in this video. Thank you all. If you haven't yet, please like the video if you found value in the video, and consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And until next time.